matrix multiplication problem. And whenever you have matrices, you're going to have rows and you're going to have columns. So let's identify the amount of rows and columns we have. Now for this first matrix, notice that we have 2 rows. And also notice we have 2 columns, right? The 1, 3 and the 2, 4. Those are going to be my 2 columns. So this matrix is a 2 by 2. Looking over here at this matrix, this has 2 rows and it has 3 columns. So since it has 2 rows, I always put the row number on the left and I always put the column number on the right. And I know it has 3 columns. So this is going to be a 2 by 3. Now whenever I multiply matrices, what I want to make sure of is I want to make sure that the inside numbers match up. And they do. These inside numbers always have to match up for the multiplication to take place. Otherwise, I would have an undefined product. So the inside numbers do match up, and I'm going to put the outside numbers in yellow, 2 and 3. So this matrix is going to be a 2 by 3. And I know that because the outside numbers are 2 and 3. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to circle the first row in red, circle the first row, and then I'm going to circle the first column in blue. So I'm going to circle this column. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply the first row by the first column. So I have 1 times 5. Those are the first numbers, 1 and 5. So I'm going to have 1 times 5 plus 2 times 8. Those are my second numbers. So I'm going to multiply 2 times 8. So now when I work this out, I know that 1 times 5 is 5. I know that 2 times 8 is 16. And when I add up 5 and 16, I'm going to get 21. So that's my first number, 21. Next, I'm going to circle my second column, 6 and 9. And I'm going to cross out the first column that I circled. So now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply this first row by this second column. I'm going to have 1 times 6, 1 times 6, plus 2 times 9, 2 times 9. The 1 and the 6 are going to give me 6. The 2 times 9 is going to give me 18. And then when I add these up, I get 24. So my next number is going to be 24. So now I've got my second number. I'm done with this second column, so I can cross it out. And then lastly, I circle the third column, 7 and 10. So now let's multiply the 1, 2 by the 7, 10. When we do that, we're going to get 1 times 7 plus 2 times 10. 1 times 7 is 7. 2 times 10 is going to be 20. And then when I add those up, I get 27. That's going to be the last number on this row. So that's the first row. And now that we're done with the first row up here, we can circle the bottom row and do the same thing. So I'm going to circle the bottom row, and I'm going to erase a little bit down here. And we're going to do the exact same thing with the bottom row that we did with the first row. We're going to multiply it by every single column over there. Okay, so I'm going to have this second row times this first column. That's going to give me 3 times 5 plus 4 times 8. That's 15 plus 32, which is 47. 47. Next, I do the next column. That's going to give me 3 times 6 plus 4 times 9. That'll give me 18 plus 36, which is 54. 54. That'll be my second number. And then the last number is going to be taking this row and multiplying it by the last column. This 7 and this 10. So I'm going to have 3 times 7, 3 times 7, plus this 4 times this 10. 4 times 10. And that's going to give me 21 plus 40, which is 61. That's my last number. So that's multiplying matrices. Again, you have to make sure that the inside numbers match up before you do anything. But then from there, you're multiplying the first row by every single column. And then once you're done with that, you move on to the next row. And you multiply that second row by every single column until you're done. And then once you add up all those numbers, you get the products, you add them up, you get the sums. Those are going to be the numbers in your product matrix. So I hope that helps.